It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports from the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by last year's Super Bowl champion QB at his 14th NFL season. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Stafford. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. Third play of this opening drive. They're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. And Pascal's got it. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 2nd down and 4, Stafford. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game that we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 24 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Stafford now to throw. Drops this one down to Gainwell. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. York able to send this one through, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the 2-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
And normally in this spot we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect we'll see him call his own number here as well.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy quarterback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story as he was approaching 19 miles an hour on that one.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
The Seahawks at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Yeah, first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards.
On play action, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
A shotgun handoff to Henry.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakim.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Stafford. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
George Karlaftis
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Dances by him. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Inside handoff, Henry.
There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Murray. Throwing deep for Galladay. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. A good hold in these right conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the 6.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have recovered. Throwing on first down is Murray.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback?
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Stafford.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Stafford. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. That's taken it around the 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 23. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Sly able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they're content to take the three. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Now Murray says, hang on here. He'll step back and call a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They begin with Henry.
54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running left, it's Henry. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Murray.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Third and 2, and here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Now Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 17-3. That time a 9-play drive.
And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Shotgun now for Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll run for it with Henry. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Here's Stafford. A good throw here, finding Pascal. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Here's Stafford. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw is Stafford. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. To the air again, Stafford. He goes right, puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here pulled in by Galladay. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Murray going to throw.
Finding Ertz here on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Steven Nelson.
And the Cards are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. This is Cobb with a catch right side. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Henry's got it out on the left side. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Murray now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. Aaron Rodgers has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's get to the Meadowlands to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Miles Sanders, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. To throw, it's Murray. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Murray now. Flush to his right. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray finding Ertz again. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Murray. Hopkins on the ground over the middle.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trait in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Throwing again, Murray.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Cardinals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the option, here's Henry.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Touchdown, Seahawks! DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 70.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Stafford going to give it to Swift.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Stafford on 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here's Tressway now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Derek Brown.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Stafford.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
They will run it with Swift here.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And out now come the Seahawks.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Throwing now is Murray. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
To throw is Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's Tressway now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now Murray, and my goodness, another interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Cards will take over possession here up at the 44.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stafford now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They'll try and run here with Swift. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Stafford looks to throw again. That's into the hands of Pascal. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter.
Stafford able to get this complete to Swift, his running back.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. To throw again on second down. Murray throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Throwing is Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Stafford's throw into the hands of Cobb.
That'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Back to throw, Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford. This is Cobb with a catch right side.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Stafford. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hunter Henry from 6 yards away.
And the Cardinals go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. The thing that they'll be looking at is the spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown